Yeah, I read a bit about this. You posted on your Facebook you had a sort of insane weekend.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you tell a bit about that?
Actually, it was a weekend that summed up being in Breton perfectly, really, because it was on Thursday we went to Paris. There was some interviews and we met some people that for our label and that help us. And then on the Friday, we did a radio session. And then on the Friday, we played at the Moulin Rouge. They've got a club called La Machine. And we went on stage at like 2 a.m. and it was like really like, it was a great show, but obviously we finished at like 5 in the morning. And then we went back in to London the next day to play at Coco, which is a venue in Camden. And the next day was the day we were supposed to shoot the video for Sinead O'Connor. So we were in the van on the way back organising, like trying to find a guy who we could hire as a Steadicam, trying to find someone, a red operator at like short notice. It was crazy. And then the next day, just after sound checking at Coco, I went back to our studio to see what the art team had done, and they built this amazing. I don't know if when you see the video, you'll see that it's basically down to the art team having created this amazing sculpture that we then filmed. So the next day, then we played the show, came back to our studio, went to sleep, woke up and shot the video for like 9.5 hours, and then just collapsed.
What was your role in the?
I was directing and I assisted on some of the editing.
I already saw it, but can you perhaps explain for the viewer what it's like?
Well, it was the idea behind the video is that Sinead O'Connor, obviously, she's been out of the public eye for a while, and as with any artist that goes away to disappear to record an album, there was a lot of interest and intrigue about everything from how she'd look, what it would sound like, and I kind of got interested in this idea of revealing. The video was effectively revealing who she is now, what her music sounds like, but also it had to illustrate how she's been constrained, because a perception of someone is like a constraint. If you have this idea of what they're like, then they're locked into this mold of who they were before. So without giving away too much about the video, it's basically trying to illustrate how it's revealing this character, but also trying to show that she has been kept in one place, and hopefully by the end of the track, she's been kind of you're revealing parts of her personality, parts of her new music, and parts of her album.
From Sinead O'Connor, let's get back to you again.
Yeah.
Were you exposed a lot to movie and music when you grew up?
Yeah, I was. I always enjoyed watching films, but I used to be really intrigued by how they were made, and I used to like the fact that a good movie. I mean, when you think about it, a good film. Everyone in the audience knows that guy is an actor. They know that there's a film crew. I mean, people are really well informed about filmmaking now, especially because of technology and the fact that anyone can really do it. It's not like this big mystery like it was, And I mean, what fascinates me is the fact that intelligent people can sit in a cinema, watch a guy walk across and open a door and make a cup of tea, and if it's a well-made film, you believe he's a guy who is there making a cup of tea, even though you know for a fact he's an actor. And that's why, I mean, you wouldn't watch a whole film and be concerned about characters and wonder what's going to happen with individuals and care about the outcome if you were unless you were convinced that in some small way that this is real, that it's a form of a reality. And so I think it's amazing. I used to watch films and just be like, how do I know this is all fake, but I still care about characters and I'm still watching it as if it's a real thing, like.
But I imagine it can also be a kind of a burden looking at film like that, because you're always aware of the technical aspects.
I guess so, but I mean, it's more profound if you then, after knowing how to make films, you know an editing process, you know there's out of shot, there's a guy with a sound boom, and there's someone with a script, and someone, like, if you know all that and the film is still effective, then that's a kind of tribute to how magical film can be. That even people who are great filmmakers who know the process inside out can watch a film and be like, oh, I love this character, and I love this moment in the film, and this moment makes me feel scared, and this moment makes me happy. Like, we're all victims and all like, thrown about by intelligent filmmaking, and even unintelligent filmmaking.